Well, going on today throughout the show, we have various seminars, and I'm now joined by Tony Smith, who did his seminar earlier on today. Tony's MD of Vox Ignis. Tony, first of all, welcome. Tell us a bit about your seminar that you gave today.
Well, basically, the seminar was on behalf of the Institute of Sound and Communications Engineers. We're running a certification scheme really to parallel the BAFE and the NSI schemes for fire and security, because the audio side of the trades aren't really represented with third-party certification. So we're offering it in two series. One is training, because that's one of the remits of the Institute, and the other side of it is the actual third-party certificates, so that building owners actually know that the certificates they're being issued with are being made and signed by competent people, which helps the people who are in charge of the buildings, the responsible people, fulfill their requirements under the standards.
I.e. make sure that I think that the title of your seminar is not worth the paper it's written on.
Correct. There's a lot of people who assume that the people who are installing their voice alarms, their fire telephones, their induction loops, actually know what they're doing and have been trained. A lot of it, people are winging it and just signing the document, and it's really to try and address that side of it for the building owners, because they're the people who ultimately take responsibility if the systems don't work, and under the Corporate Manslaughter Act, they're the ones that get to jail, not the person who signed the certificate.
And the attendees at your seminar, you think they took plenty away with them?
Hopefully, yes. I mean, really, the aim was to try and bring it into the marketplace. The audio disciplines, there's a lot of products on the stands around here that are voice alarm, but the installer, the building owners, maintainers, haven't really grasped the difference. They already specify BAFE accreditation, NSI accreditation, and we're trying to bring this to the marketplace, because the traditional FIA and things like that don't offer this type of course. And so really we see it as part of our remit as an institute, which is to train our members and to bring that into the fire business and train fire companies, and hopefully improve our membership as well.
So here we are in London for the first time.
Yep.
We were in Birmingham before. Do you think that's a significant move?
It's definitely a much bigger show, and the size of XL, obviously Birmingham has been a bit stale now. It's been there since I think '92 was my first FIREX in Birmingham. So it's been a long-term thing. I think moving it to London gives it a bit of a rebrand and a bit of a reshape. We can only wait to see. It's only day one.
And now, nobody would probably know about the state of safety procedures in this country, and the kind of the flouting that you may get within various industries and businesses more than yourself. How would you say it compares to, say, '92 when the show opened? Are we now? We're obviously we must be in a better place.
I think we're in a far better place. Over this period, standards have changed. The Institute is very heavily involved in the audio standards, and things like the EN54 series, where the products are being certified, because obviously previously there have been issues with manufacturers claiming things that were safe weren't. The introduction of the CPR last year, enforcing the need to have third-party certification. Realistically, then we see it as our job to try and get the staff members trained and get them up to speed with what their responsibilities are, and hopefully raise the game for the whole industry.
Absolutely. There's a lot that's very exciting at this show this year, isn't it?
It is, I believe so, yeah. I mean, there's a fair bit of new product.
What stood out for yourself?
It's difficult. I've not had much of a walk around.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I mean, broadly speaking, I suppose it's just education.
Just education. Yeah. There's a lot going on. I mean, the seminar sessions are good. They're bringing things that people are trying to get their heads around to the public, and I think that's what's needed, because there's a lot of myths and misnomers kicking around about what standards say and what they do, and realistically we need to try and drill that down and put it in small chunks for people to understand and digest.
And where's your stand, Tony?
We're just at the back there. We specialise in EVCS and things like that, and the Institute stand is over here. Roz is manning that for us, hopefully trying to get new members.
Well, if you're interested in finding out any more, come and talk to Roz, come and talk to Tony, who's going to be here for the rest of the show. Thank you very much, Tony.
Thank you.
Yeah, just to remind you, everybody, if you want to follow us on Twitter, you'll see various things coming up on the Twitter wall as I speak, but follow us at FIREX International, INTL. and also hashtag FIREX. Obviously, seeing us on this big screen, it's showing right throughout the building, out in the concourse and here on the show floor itself. You can also be watching this live online on the homepage for FIREX itself. So tell your friends at home, tell your friends in the office to switch on and see you here at this show. And if you're not here, come down to the show and chat to people like Tony. But for now, from the TV studio here at FIREX, thank you very much.